All right, what's good, y'all? Let's talk about the NFL draft 2020, round one. Let's get it. Let's go. Yo, man, my team, they was in round two. So I was just focused on round one. And my homie, he's a Dolphins fan. I got several homies that are into NFL. But uh, I was mainly ecstatic about what the Dolphins were going to do because I didn't know if they was going to take Justin Herbert. I didn't know if they was going to take Tua. I didn't know if they was going to do a switcheroo and even go and reach for Jordan Love. I didn't know. So once they made a pick, I was like, whoa. It was crazy. It was really crazy. So I was on the phone with my homie the whole entire first round. That thing was like 3 hours. He on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. So I'm gonna build up to it. I'm gonna build up to it. So first pick, Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, great pick for them. Washington, Chase Young, great pick for them. Detroit Lions, Jeff Okuda, great pick for them. Then we get to the New York Giants. I'm thinking they're gonna go for Isaiah Thomas because their defense had been trash the last 3 years, I would say. Now, Giants fans, you can tell me how long you think they've been trash, but I think they've been trash for about 3 years. So I'm thinking, okay, you need to get yourself a star linebacker, especially in the defense that they're in. I believe they're in a 3-4. I could be wrong about that. Please correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I think they're in a 3-4. So, with that said, they got Andrew Thomas, offensive tackle from Georgia. Only thing I could think about was, okay, they want to maximize Daniel Jones because he did show potential in his rookie year. He got fixed the fumbling issues. But other than that, he did show potential. So I'm thinking they want to fix up the offensive line for Daniel Jones. I still think they should win with Isaiah Thomas, and they could have got themselves a tackle later, but this guy seems to be pretty good, so it is what it is. So now we get to the Miami Dolphins. So I'm telling my homie, about what I'm hearing, what I'm reading on Twitter prior to the pick getting made. So my homie, he's like, let's get off the phone. I'm gonna call you back after they make the call. I mean the pick, the selection. So he calls me, and just to put this in perspective, he does like Tua, but he didn't want Tua to be drafted to the Dolphins because he's been injury prone. I wanted the Dolphins to draft him because I feel he's the perfect guy to bring back the Dolphins and make them relevant in the big picture of the NFL. So they drafted him. I was happy. He was kind of on it. He was kind of on it. But the more and more we started talking, I think he came around. And his biggest thing is he just doesn't want him to be injured anymore. The Dolphins, they just had bad quarterbacks for so long, and then for them to watch Ryan Tannehill go for being just mediocre to be on the Titans and taking them, or helping them, I should say, to the AFC Championship game, that was crushing them. So, congratulations to Dolphins fans, Dolphins Nation. Tua, he's going to be good to go. I hope for his sake he's able to sit for a whole entire year. I don't think that's going to happen, but I hope he's able to sit for a whole entire year. That way he could be completely healthy. His body could, get that extra rest that it needs so he can take over for the next 10 to 12 years after that, and lead them to being a very relevant team and hopefully a championship contender in the AFC. So next was the Chargers. At this point, I'm like, okay, they got to take Justin Herbert. They got to get a quarterback. Took Justin Herbert. I think that's a good spot for him. There's a bunch of talent on offense and on defense. He's another one. I think he should sit for a year. I don't think that will happen because Tyrod Taylor, I don't have nothing against that dude. I'm keeping it real, but he's not gonna do anything for them. He's not. They're gonna end up being in games where it's just a tie. It's just a tie or a loss. He's not gonna win them games like that. So I think that Justin Herbert at some point in time will play during this upcoming season, but I would like for him to sit as well for 1 year. You saw what happened to Patrick Mahomes. You've seen what happened with Aaron Rodgers sitting for 3 years. Even Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson would have sat out a whole entire year if Joe Flacco hadn't been Joe Flacco, as Skip Bayless calls him. So then we get to Carolina Panthers. I didn't know who they was going to take with this. They took Derrick Brown. He's a good defensive lineman. Then the Arizona Cardinals. As a Rams fan, I'm like, please don't take a wide receiver. Please do not take a wide receiver. Take anyone on the offensive line. Just don't take a wide receiver. Just on some petty stuff. They took Isaiah Simmons. That's a great pick for them. Great pick for them. Not going to hate. Jacksonville Jaguars, they took a cornerback. Makes sense. They lost both their star corners. They traded one. Well, no, they traded both. Correct. I need to correct myself. They traded both, so they had to do this. Cleveland Browns got a tackle. They need to shore up their offensive line for Baker Mayfield. New York Jets, offensive tackle. They got a bad offensive line. They need to do whatever they can for Sam Darnold to excel. Las Vegas Raiders. Here we go. The Raiders being the Raiders. Man, the Raiders always do this, bro. They always do this. Instead of going for the sure pick for that specific position, they always got to take a guy with speed. They take Henry Ruggs instead of Jerry Jeudy. Now, I want y'all to understand this, and I want y'all to realize this. Over the last couple of years, the Raiders will, instead of taking the guy they should take, that guy ends up being drafted in the same division as them, but playing against them and balls out, a.k.a. Derwin James. So guess what? Now, Jerry Jeudy, who got drafted by the Broncos, is going to smack them up and down the field. He going to kill him. He going to kill him. And Henry Ruggs, look, I get he got speed, but do he got hands? We need to know. Do he got hands, though? Because if he don't got hands, ain't going to work. So, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they take offensive tackle. They did via trade. Trading picks with the 49ers. Good for Tom Brady. You know, he's 43 years old. He needs as much help as he can get. Let's see. San Francisco 49ers, they take a defensive lineman because they lost one. I forgot the homeboy's name. My bad. But, yeah, they took Javon Kinlaw, so good for them. Falcons, they took A.J. Terrell. That's a reach to me. I think they should have took a defensive end. I know they got homeboy Dante Fowler. I get that. But they need another guy, to me, that can help with the pass rush. Now, I understand they also need corners because they got rid of Trufant or let him go. But this guy, I'm just keeping it real. I think he's a reach. Dallas Cowboys, I can't stand the Cowboys. But great pick. They took CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver from Oklahoma. Miami Dolphins, their second pick. They took Austin Jackson, offensive tackle from USC, Fight on Trojans. You feel me? Then the Las Vegas Raiders. Here they go again. Damon Arnett. Why? That was a reach. Look, maybe he will end up being good. I hope so for Raider fans. But if he ain't, don't be surprised. I told you, just like the rest of those analysts and scouts on ESPN said. So, where are we at now? We at the 20th pick now. Jacksonville. They take Chasen, the edge from LSU. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Have no problem with that. Only issue I have with that is, damn it, Rams, you shouldn't have traded all them damn picks just to acquire Ramsey, because you could have took a corner or no, take that back. No, you should have took an offensive tackle. We'll get to y'all in a separate video, Rams. But yeah, y'all could have took offensive tackle with this 20th pick that y'all gave to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now I understand why the Jacksonville Jaguars took this dude. They about to get the other dude. I don't want to mess his name up, but he been beefing with the owner's son on Twitter. They about to get rid of him, so that makes sense. Philadelphia Eagles. What the hell was you thinking? You should have took Justin Jefferson. You went for Jalen. I don't want to dump on this dude. I get he's a speedster, but Justin Jefferson is legit. You should have took him. But guess who took Justin Jefferson? The next team, Minnesota Vikings, to replace Stephon Diggs. Very good pick. Los Angeles Chargers, they got Kenneth Murray from Oklahoma. Good pick. He's a linebacker. Saints got a center. Good pick for them. They got to make sure that Drew Brees does not turn to an old fart before he retires. San Francisco 49ers, God damn it. The richer get richer. They took Brandon, I don't even know how to say his last name. He's a wide receiver from Arizona State. I think it's Ayuk. That's probably his name, Brandon Ayuk. I think I got it right. You feel me? Then the Green Bay Packers, they did what they were supposed to do. I'm going to do a separate video on that. They took Jordan Love. I'm going to get this. I'm going to address all you cheeseheads. Y'all can hate on me. Y'all can be mad. I'm going to address y'all. I'm going to get straight to it. Look, I'm going to get straight to it. Seattle Seahawks, they took a linebacker, Jordan Brooks. Never really seen him much play because Texas Tech is not a good team. But look, Pete Carroll knows defense. So if he took him, he must be good. Baltimore Ravens took Patrick Queen, linebacker. They needed some more help because they got ran through by Derrick Henry. Tennessee Titans, they took Isaiah Wilson. I don't know too much about the dude, even though I did watch Georgia a bit. But clearly he seems like a Mike Vrabel pick because they got to run that damn ball. Miami Dolphins, third pick. They took Noah. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm not even going to play with that name. But he's from Auburn. Good. They're looking to lock down with the whole entire secondary. Good for them. Minnesota Vikings, they got another pick. They took Jeff Gladney, cornerback. They needed another cornerback, so it makes sense. And Kansas City Chiefs took Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Great pick for the Kansas City Chiefs. He will be a future starter, and he's an all-around back. So, great pick for them. So, first round overall, I think Dolphins did a great job. I think the Vikings did a pretty good job. I think the Chargers did a solid job. Contingent, obviously, on the quarterback. Same thing with the Dolphins. 49ers did a great job. Let me see. Who else? I would say the Jaguars have an underrated first round. I think their first round is underrated. I think the Las Vegas Raiders is we got to see. Let's see. Who else before I get off? I would say Detroit Lions did good with their pick. Well, I would say the first three, excellent. Then I would say after that, for the most part, I'm going to say this. This is the most important part about the first round of the draft. Majority of the teams went with their needs. It was not about value. It was about needs as opposed to other years. This was, for the most part, needs. So, shout out to all the fans. Shout out to everybody who watched the NFL draft. Shout out to everybody who's going through it right now. Please stay safe. Watch this video. Let me know. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm loco? Do you agree with me? Let me know what you love the most about this draft.